Scorpio, hey, welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you're new, welcome in. I really appreciate you guys. If you are a returning Tropical Tarot person, thank you so much. Welcome back. I really appreciate you. This is going to be a reading for March week 5 for Scorpio. We're going to focus on your past, your present, and your future situation and see where we're going for you, Scorpio. So, I do pre-shuffle before I get into the reading, so you don't have to watch me shuffle over and over and over. And we are ready to go for you, Scorpio. So, in the past, you've got higher power. Your current situation is a change in the wind. And in the future, you have orphaned. So, we'll see what's going on for you with the tarot. In the past, you have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Emperor. Current situation, 5 of Swords, King of Swords, 2 of Wands. In the future, 4 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Overall energy for the reading is the 9 of Wands. So, Scorpio, you are in a place you've never been before, right? So, this 9 of Wands is this lady got to someplace that she's never been before. And she's like looking around saying like, hey, I've never been here before. Like, what do I do now? So I just feel like you're in a new spot where, you know, you've never really been in that situation before, but we'll see what's up for you, Scorpio. So in the past, you've got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is carrying burdens. You just got the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's funny because you got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So it's almost like you got these burdens, but then also you have this wonderful stability. And I feel like in the past, you sort of like, it's conflicting energy. Because, I mean, this lady, she is carrying all these wands. It's just, she's the only one. She hasn't reached out for help. She's like, I'm going to carry all this stuff all by myself. And then you go into this like ultimate stability. This is wish fulfillment, but wish fulfillment with family, wish fulfillment, just love in all regards. This is the ultimate in love, but love with your family, with your friends, with everybody around you. So I feel like as much as you want that stability, you want that love, you want to let go of these burdens, I feel like these burdens are just really holding you down. And you can't quite get to that Ten of Cups. I feel like you're experiencing, like you're trying to get to this Ten of Cups. You're trying to get to what you want, which is this love, this stability, blah, blah, blah. But what you're really getting are these wands, this just overwhelming heaviness on your shoulders. So also in the past, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is a very cold and rigid person. So you could be just dealing with somebody that's extremely masculine. So the Emperor is all 4 kings put together, but the Emperor without the Empress is just a whole lot of masculine energy that doesn't really go anywhere, right? So, that you could be dealing with somebody that's very cold, or a process or a system or a job that is just cold. Let me clarify the Emperor in the past for Scorpio. Let me clarify the Emperor in the past for Scorpio. I just saw the Death card and the Tower card, which means Scorpio, you are here. Let's clarify the Emperor. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Something's over. Okay, you have 3 tens in your past situation. What that means, there's only 4 tens. There's only 4 tens in the whole deck, and you have 3 of them all in your past situation. So something is over. So a way of life, a cycle is over. And it stabbed you in the back. So this Emperor is about having enough. Just, you're sick of the old way of doing things, and you're ready to move on. I see that you got recognition in the past. Six of Wands is about recognition. So I think that you got recognition for something because you just realized it was done. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, done, done, done. And then you got recognition for it. You got recognition for whatever you completed. And people are looking at you and they're saying, hey, look at that Scorpio. Look at that Scorpio on that horse. He or she looks great. And then you're celebrating something. So I feel like that there was an end of a cycle that you were totally guided by your higher power through. And it all happened before March week 5. And it just died. And you were celebrating the fact that it was over. And almost because it died, you were able to rise above it, right? And just realize, hey, that's over. I'm moving on. So that's a pretty cool message. I love that. So middle row here. Middle row is March week 5. So March week 5, you have the 5 of Swords. You still have challenge and change around you. You have 2 5s, so you definitely have challenge and change around you. This 5 of Swords, in my own life, when I pulled this card, this is a card of, do you ever have somebody that you really love that you spend hours and hours and hours arguing with, and at the end of it, you're like, what in the holy F was that about? What was that about? Like, you argue, and you argue with such force and determination, and you really, really, really want them to see your side, but they just don't. And so I feel like you're gonna be in this kind of thing where you're just fighting up against something, and you're like, why? Why is there so much fighting? Why is there so much fighting? I will tell you, this is the 5 of Swords, and then you have the King of Swords. Swords are about thoughts. So it could be a lot of the stuff that's in your brain. So, Scorpio, anytime I do a reading like this where I pull a whole bunch of cards and I put them on the table, the middle card's always you. And you are the King of Swords. You have a vision for where you want to go. You have an understanding, a very clear understanding of what you want to do, what you want to be. I feel like this thing in the past that died gave you vision. And interestingly enough, on this particular deck, this Modern Witch Tarot deck, which I'll give them, it's this bottom one here. This one, the kings are actually women, which is super cool. So this could be you if you're a female, or it could be you if you're a man. But what I love about it is that it's a female, very clear in what she wants. So that's for all the girls out there. So I find that even though that you've fought in the past and you feel like these battles just will never end, you don't want these battles anymore. You have an understanding of where you want to go, how you want to get there. This 2 of Wands. So 2 of Wands is putting your intentions into the universe, right? It's saying, this is what I want in particular. It's almost like when you're a little kid and you think about being an astronaut or being a pilot or something like that, right? This is that, what do I want? What do I want to imagine? What do I want to create? What do I want to be? This is when you're a little kid saying, hey, I want to be a pilot, or hey, I want to be an astronaut. But more currently, what kind of love do you want? What kind of career do you want? What kind of XYZ? You know, what do you want your house to look like? What do you want to do for a living? You know, this is dream. And I cannot emphasize that enough. I have spent so much time over the past couple of months just playing with my imagination, and I will tell you, think big. Like, when I was a little kid, I would always think about, well, what if I won the lottery? And for some reason, that all went away at some point in my life. Maybe being too concerned with love or too concerned with my career or whatever, but I loved those moments. I loved those moments of thinking about, what would I do with all that money? So this is just a card about using your imagination and figuring out what you really want. this Two of Wands and King of Swords go quite clearly together. Because like I said, you were clear about what you wanted, and then you're really putting your intentions into the universe and saying, hey, this is what I want. So March week 5 is about setting your intentions. You know, you don't want this conflict anymore. You want clarity. You want what you've imagined. And in March week 5, you have a change in the wind. So this card is about that feeling, right? That summer. I remember being in the Midwest, and you can feel like that there's a storm a brewing. That's what they say too. Like if you live in Kentucky or whatever, they'll say there's a storm a brewing, right? And I feel like in March week 5, you feel that change in the wind. There's a storm a brewing. And I don't want that to scare you. Because when you read about this card, it talks about storms, and it talks about wind, and it talks about how storms clear the air. Storms spread the seeds. Storms make it so life can be better. So I feel like March week 5 could be a little stormy for you. You could feel like the wind is taking you in a different direction. And I don't feel like that direction is bad. Even though you have the Orphan card down here. But I still don't feel like it's bad. Anyway, so let's go beyond March week 5. Let's go into April. So in April, you are celebrating something still. I feel like you're celebrating... So Four Wands, this can be a marriage. So if you look at this Four Wands card, and I hope that you guys can see it when I put these cards up here. But these are two people, but Four Wands, right? And they're built in like that, I can't think of the word. You can comment and put the word up, but you know how when you get married and there's that like stanchion thing behind you? The Four Wands is like that stanchion thing that's behind you. And then you guys turn around and everybody's like, wow, they did it. So it's either about marriage or it's about celebrating something wonderful that you've waited for. So finally, the celebration of a new beginning, money coming in, a new career, this is a gift of God, a gift from God. The Ace of Pentacles is literally a pentacle, which is a coin, being blasted out of a cloud for you. So, here's your gift, Scorpio. You have a big Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. It's not going to come without challenge and change. You're still going to kind of have to fight for it. But it's coming. It's coming. You have this big freaking gift of a coin coming from a cloud. So God's giving you coins. That's pretty awesome. But like I said, it's not going to come without some challenge, some change. This card isn't quite as bad as the Five of Swords. This Five of Swords, like I said, this is an argument that has no point to it. This Five of Wands is debated all over YouTube and everything. Is this fighting or is this practicing, right? So I say we call it fencing, and it's both. So I feel like this wonderful gift is going to come in for you, but not without learning something. Not without it. It is a gift of a coin from the universe. It is a gift from God of prosperity. But like I said, there will be some challenge and change. Practicing, fighting, communication. I feel communication is going to be, I don't know, that's just coming to me, but the communication back and forth, lots of it. So you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And I feel like that here, that's not that card, but I'm having this feeling of standing up for yourself. And so also into April, you're going to feel orphaned. And orphaned is by choice sometimes, or I'm having this feeling of going it alone, like wanting to go it alone or something. You don't have to go through anything alone. You don't have to feel orphaned. You've reached the success that you wanted to reach, Scorpio. I'm going to clarify the Orphan card. I don't clarify Oracle cards very often, but I want to clarify it and see what's up with Orphan for you, Scorpio. Let's clarify Orphan for Scorpio. King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. King of Swords is here twice. You might be too cold in love. King of Swords can be very cold and clear, biting with his words. Because swords are biting, tough with their words. So I feel like you could be very cold in regards to love. King of Swords, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. So you're cold around love. And somebody that's a younger person. Knights are like the teenager of the deck. They're offering you love. But you're cold. So I would work on that, Scorpio. Work on, it's okay to be clear about what you want, but cold is a whole nother thing. So, Scorpio, if you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. The like button looks like this. It's just below the video. If you subscribe, you'll be notified anytime I upload a new reading, which this will upload tomorrow. Also, really working on my subscribers, and I feel like I really want to hit 1,000, and I feel like I'm going to do it this week. When I hit 1,000, I've always wanted to do lives on the beach. On YouTube, on YouTube, when you have 1,000 subscribers, you can go live. And I've always wanted to do lives on the beach. So, if you subscribe and if you comment, you can be a previous subscriber, but you have to comment on one of these 12 zodiac readings. If you comment on one of these 12 readings, and if I hit 1,000 subscribers, which I feel like I will, you will get a free reading. And I will randomly pick that person, and you can do it live with me through FaceTime or Skype, or we can do it pre-recorded through YouTube like I do for private readings. So, subscribe, drop me a comment. If this resonates for you, cool. All you have to do is put a heart or a smiley face or something in the comments to get entered into the free reading. And also, spirit animal, sometimes they really resonate, and I feel like this one will. You got the canary spirit, Scorpio. Sing your own song. Sing your own song. Dance to the beat of your own drum. I hear that too. Very cool. So, thank you so much, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. And until next week, I just wish you all the peace, love, and light in the world. Thank you so much, and have a great week.